Hello my dolls and welcome to the Cello Doll YouTube channel. For those of you who read the title, I promise it's not clickbait. I did write a violin duet for Two Set Violin. So for those of you who don't know Two Set Violin, go look them up. They are performers, music comedians, and if you've seen a classical meme involving a violinist, it was probably either Brett or Eddy. They have a way of explaining our classical musical lives in a funny way that is very relatable, and I love how they're educating the masses. So check them out, and they posted recently that they were looking to perform works by their fans who were composers. So Celli and I got to thinking, let's enter and write something. And they're still evaluating the scores, but I gotta tell you dolls, I wrote my piece in 2 days because I didn't see the post until a few days after it was up, and I said I have to at least try. Even though I was up until about 3 a.m. I submitted a piece and I wanted to tell you dolls about it. So a way I wanted to make this piece super special is I composed the piece using the letters of their names. What? How do you even do that? Well, I'ma straighten my glasses and drop some music theory knowledge on you dolls. But before I do that, make sure you give the video a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe to support the Cello Doll channel and all of my musical shenanigans. So, how does one write a piece with names? The magic of the musical alphabet and solfege. Now, Eddy is a little more straightforward. Sorry, his name, not the individual. So I took Eddy and shortened it to Ed, E-D, E-double-D. There can be a couple variations on that. You can do E-flats, D-flats. You do have more options. To talk about Brett, we will visit solfege. The syllables we use to sing the scale. When I went to a conservatory, I did what was called fixed do, which means the first note, do, is always a C. Doesn't matter what key you're in, it always gets the syllable do. Then we go to D, which gets re. So how do we turn that into the name Brett? B, the pitch B. R, I interpret it as re, a D. E, the pitch E. And then T, T. T is the last solfege syllable, and that refers to a B. So Brett is spelled B-D-E-B-B. There's so many different things you can do. Now I have to say, this isn't an original idea. Other composers, such as Bach and Shostakovich, often hid names or initials in their own music. So I colored that idea by adding notes in between the letters to make melodies, lines, and it's not always blatantly spelled out. So I hope Two Set Violin has a fun time searching for their names. So an example of Brett is right in the opening of the piece. We're gonna play this in the violin octave. Celli, I'm sorry. So for the name Ed, there's a spot where I have the notes E and D repeating, but it's alternating with the open G string to create a rhythmic groove that has a bit of grit to it. By the way, the piece is called Ready, Bretty. I took Brett and Eddy and I made them a cute celebrity couple name. So even though this piece is for Brett and Eddy, I still had to put a little bit of my Cello Doll edgy signature in there, of course. Well, when I compose, I really like dissonance, and then I resolve it into a harmony that's unexpected. Then I love the use of interlocking rhythms between instruments. Sorry, two set violin, but you have a lot of that going on. Don't you guys practice like 40 hours a day or something? You got it, you can handle it. And then to add some sass to the music, I had fun with tempo markings. We hear things like allegro moderato, presto, largo, and I love to put emotions or character ideas for the player. We have examples like contemplative bready, playful bready, Garovan bready. And I wanted to bring out those emotional faces Eddy makes when he plays, and hopefully I can get Brett to make a face, and I just think they would have a lot of fun with this work. So even if my piece does not get selected, it came from the heart, and that means a lot to me as a composer, and I was just very honored to even submit anything. So the both of them are very hilarious, very impressive players, and if you haven't checked out their platforms, you definitely should. So I hope you dolls enjoyed going into the brain of the zany composer that I am and having this pseudo cello composer vlog about this piece. Keep your fingers crossed for me, and please subscribe to come along for some more musical adventures. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see what happens. Bye!